Hello, I'm Simon Song, and today we are in the house of Vietnam veteran Edward Soley, and he is here to tell us about his role in the Vietnam War. So Edward, how are you today?
I'm fine. Thank you for asking, Simon.
So Edward, tell us how you ended up in the midst of all of this war.
Well, I was drafted when I was 18 in 1964, and then went through training for about a year before being deployed over to Vietnam. A lot of people didn't like the idea of the draft, but I was one of the few guys that were young enough that didn't mind it at all. I mean, it gave me something to do, and I got to travel and see the entire world.
So you were not bitter at all about being forced to fight another man's war?
No, I mean, I probably could have gotten out of the draft by saying I was going to college or something, but I didn't think I was ready for college yet. And the idea of traveling and seeing the world was an enticing idea.
You said it first. What happened to change that?
Well, I got over there at the age of 19, and I got to see my fellow soldiers die. This was a war where the Viet Cong had just outthought and outplayed us. It seemed like they just picked us off one by one at their own will. How I made it through is a miracle. But for a kid at 19, I had seen way too much death for anybody to handle.
You say you were outthought by the Viet Cong? Was there anything you as a soldier did to maybe get revenge for all the lives that they took?
Yeah, we were bitter. Very bitter. We all wanted to get back at those filthy people for taking our friends. But as an ordinary soldier, I had no positions to make commands. So I just had to follow orders. And that meant I did what they told me to, no matter how crazy or obscene it seemed.
Crazy or obscene?
Yes, we were commanded to do things, unspeakable things, to innocent men, women, and child. These things may haunt me forever. And to think I was just following orders. And at that point, I was thinking I either follow these orders or I spend my life rotting in a jail cell for not following orders, disobeying my authority. I've done things I'll never forgive myself for.
So you were a part of all of those terrible incidents overseas?
Yes, only because I was forced to. And now that I'm back in the States, people hate me for what I've done. They spit on me and call me a baby killer. I was just following orders in order to keep everyone here in America safe. At the time, it appeared as what was needed to be done. Is that so wrong? I have lived through more death than anyone who hasn't fought will ever have to. And I did it so that they can have their freedom. And to be spit on and called a baby killer, it's just obscene to me. It wasn't my call. I was just obeying what my boss told me. And I know I've done terrible things. I'm reminded of those things every day. I'm also reminded of all the buddies I lost overseas. And for that, I think I should get some peace.
Thank you very much for your time, Edward. It has been eye-opening, and that's for sure. As for all of you out there, I'm Simon Song, and this has been an outright heart-wrenching interview on CBC.